Underway here at Cooper High School. It is Heritage and the Cooper Hawks. And Cooper dressed out in their white uniforms. And Heritage opening up on this beautiful summer afternoon in their blue uniforms. All played at the near the midfield stripe. Eagles play it ahead. Hawks coming the other way. This has somewhat become a traditional opener for these two clubs. Last couple of years playing opening match here at Cooper. Deep in that corner and over the touch line, and it will be a throw in for the Eagles, it looks like. I take that back, it's a Cooper throw in. Right out in front, and the Eagles able to clear it out of there. For the Eagles, ahead with it comes That's Sarah Stroman. She sends it a little bit too far. The Hawks' Aaron King the other direction with it. Stroman watches it go by for the Eagles, and it is over the touchline. It'll be a throw in for the Hawks. Nick Weatherall, head coach for the Hawks again this year, assisted by Jamie Wood, Nate Cardozo. First subs of the game. Out for Cooper goes Tia Brown. I tell you, a relief from the heat we've had the last few days. Today, kind of a picture-perfect day here. Just underway, as you can see. Three minutes into this match. Hawks and the Eagles. Cooper moving it upfield. Tipped away from Lexi Whitney. Ball goes back out to midfield. A little bit too far. Picked up now on the near side. Here come the Eagles. Down that near sideline with it. That's Morgan Meisner. And out over the, I believe it was over the sideline. Although we may have our first corner of the game. Let's see. And we do. It's a good opportunity here for the Eagles, Brad, on this first corner kick.
Yes, Hoganacker's at the corner.
Left it a little short, and she's going to get another chance.
Looks like she was trying to attack the near post there.
Brad Carlson, Wally Langfellow with you. Beautiful sunny day here at Barbara A. Lehman Stadium, and this time that corner kick goes right back over the end line, and so it will be a goal kick.
Looked like Heritage is trying to attack that near post. That's a really good run. Had a couple really good runs in there for the kids.
Back out to midfield it goes. Here comes Heritage once again. Ball played ahead by the Hawks on the far side with it now. With it there, Haley Sundquist. Sundquist sends it ahead. Hawks attacking. 3-on-1 situation right out in front and just past that near side. Boy, looks like it was Nicole Schneider who had a beat on it, but a little bit out of her reach.
That was a really nice run down the line and a great cross.
Eagles trying to play it out. They finally do. Stroman sends it ahead, a little bit too far. Sent right back in by the Hawks. Cooper controlling on that far side. And a takeaway. And over the touchline, and I believe that's going to belong to the Eagles, and it will. Throw in on the far side. Mackenzie Morris, the freshman, throws it in for Heritage. Intercepted by the Hawks. There's another cross right out, and the save is made. Madison Lee in nets for the Eagles today. And a stoppage in play, and we'll have a throw in for Heritage. No score here early going. Opening match for these two clubs. Hard to believe the summer is already over. School year is here. Here comes another opportunity for the Hawks. They've got a 4-on-2 out in front of the net. Shot up and wide. Now they're starting to put some pressure on.
Very nicely conceived attack there as she dropped the ball back. Sundquist, captain Haley Sundquist, had a nice rip there.
Well, they've had some odd man rushes, if you will, here, a couple of them here in the early going. I mean, that was 4-on-2. And one of the two was the goaltender.
Well, you can tell Cooper's been practicing a possession game here. They're really trying to hold the ball and work the ball up the field.
Throw in on the near side. That's Lauren Hugenacker, excuse me. Picked off by the Hawks. Here it is loose on the near side. Morgan Meissner chases after it and over the end line. And so we're going to have another corner here for the Eagles. Now let's see if they change up their strategy here. They left both of their corners short earlier. This will be their third corner of the game. That's Morgan Meissner on the corner kick for the Eagles. Leaves it on the short side again, this time a lot lower, and she's going to get another chance. Well, Cooper's defense thus far has been to whack it over that goal line.
Yeah, that's about the only chance they had with the ball that was played in. That was a nicely played ball to the near post again. They've got three players running into there. There's a nice ball in.
Oh, and
Bad luck.
Meissner, yep, just kind of a mishit there. And so the Hawks will go the other way.
Bad luck, but nicely conceived in that corner.
Cooper Hawks and the Heritage Christian Academy Eagles. Opening match for both clubs here at Cooper High School.
You can see Coach Weatherall's trying to get a lot of players in early on in this game. I think for a lot of these girls, it's their first taste of varsity soccer.
Oh, got stuck under the foot there of Mackenzie Morris. She almost tripped on the ball. Here come the Hawks again. Racing forward is Nicole Schneider. Schneider with a clear path to the net. Now the defense catches up, and that one goes wide. But I believe we're going to get a corner here for the Hawks. I think it was. No, it was not knocked out. I thought it might have been knocked out by one of the Hawks.
Sundquist played a really nice ball back behind the defense there, giving her forward a chance to run onto it.
Goal kick comes out beyond that 20-yard line marker. Played back in.
Oh, beautiful touch.
Yes. Boy, the Hawks putting some good pressure on here. Loose on the near side. A little bit too far, the lead for Nicole Schneider. Schneider has to chase it down. Back out it comes now. That's Stephanie Sikala. And Heritage clears. Knocked right back in. Picked up by Lauren Fennessy for Heritage. Now the Eagles moving ahead with it. And it is hit over the touchline by Aaron King, so it'll be a throw-in for the Heritage Christian Academy Eagles. No score here as we approach the midway point of the first half. A little bit too far for Schneider. She'll race to the ball. Schneider bothered there by Rachel Krellin, and Krellin knocks it over the touchline, so it'll be a throw-in for the Hawks. And it'll be Haley Sundquist on the throw-in. Sunquist. Boy, put it right out in front there.
Was a nice deep throw in.
Sure was. And that's going to be a corner kick for Cooper, I think. It is.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll get their first corner of the game. Aaron King will do the honors.
Bring in a right footer for this one. Going to have a little in swing. There's a nice
Puts
ball
it up
played
right.
in.
Hawks play it out in front, and it is knocked back out of there. Cooper will have to regroup. All the way back out where Macy Hallquist chases it. Hallquist left foots it forward, but right into traffic, and Heritage trying to regain control, and the Hawks bang it down the other end. Chased down now by Courtney Peterson. The senior cannot quite catch up to it, and so the throw-in will
be a corner kick.
Oh, it's a corner. You're right. Went over the back line.
Looks like Aaron King again going to the corner.
So Aaron King.
Little right footer, going to hit it. Outswinger.
Yep, so this one's going to come curving out, and it does, and boy, good defensive play there for the Eagles. Play continues back out. Heritage trying to clear it out of their end. Finally left-footed out to Sarah Stroman. Stroman pushing it ahead, keeps pushing it ahead. Boy, Stroman does a nice job there for the Eagles, just forcing the action her direction. And a free kick here for the Eagles.
She did do a nice job of pressurizing.
On the free kick, Mackenzie Morris. Morris gets into that one. Ball is loose. And the Hawks do well just to get it out of there.
Cooper did a nice job on that free kick, a hold in the 18 there. Ball was played in front of them. They just didn't quite get the clear.
So the Eagles will get a corner out of this. Out of the match comes Nicole Schneider. Replacing her is Kamesa Kali. So Kamesa Kali standing just shy of midfield as she checks in. Fourth corner of the game. There's another opportunity for the Eagles, but unable to get a square foot on that one. Knocked to the near sideline. Sent out in front. Oh, and just wide. Beautiful centering pass, and Barbara Isoso nails it just wide. Watch this again. She thought she had it.
Yeah, Hogenecker hit a really nice cross there. Nice and crisp.
High and wide to the near side. Ball still in play. Finally, over the touch line right in front of the Cooper bench. Throw in will go to Hogenacker. Now Rachel Krellin, the senior defenseman, on the throw-in. And what do we have? A foul?
She lifted her foot on the throw-in.
Okay.
Bad luck. Early season, that'll get corrected.
Oh, yeah. And the header goes out of bounds. Well, they're going to say it's a Cooper throw.
Oh, that was good to see Collie go up and win that ball, though. She wanted it.
She sure did. Hawks trying to advance it again. Off the foot of Haley Sundquist it goes. Back out to midfield for the Eagles. They're going to call Sarah Stroman and Meg Gayko.
Yeah, and they called Stroman for the foul.
Yeah, they did. Some physical play there as they both went for the ball. Sundquist to put it back in play here on the free kick. Well, it's going to be Erin King. Sundquist takes her spot up on the front line. And they go right to her. And offside, I believe.
Yep, she was offside. Heritage fullbacks did a nice job of holding the line there, and she just took off a little too early.
Yep. That works on the playground, but not when there's referees here.
Well, it was actually a good thought on the placement of the ball and the kick. She just took off a little too early.
Well, certainly time of possession has been well in favor of the Hawks thus far.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I think the Hawks settled into it a little quicker than Heritage did this first game of the season. Although Heritage has had some nice opportunities on the corners.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Well, the Hawks get another corner here. Their second or third corner? I think this is their third. One from each side, and now two from that far side here.
You are correct, sir.
So Erin King on the corner kick. Boy, going flying out of the nets was Madison Lee. Boy, really aggressive there.
Go back to the corner.
Watch it again. Watch how far out she comes here. I mean, my goodness.
Yep.
A bad bounce there, and that's going to be trouble for her.
Okay, the Heritage is a little more organized on this corner. They got people at the posts, and then they're playing man-to-man at the top of the box.
They are. Cooper keeps it low this time. Sundquist does. Hawks still maintain possession. Nice job by Tori Adams there to keep it in possession of Cooper. Over the goal line will be a goal kick. Good look at the Hawks. That's Lindsay Sundquist.
Cooper had a nicely conceived attack on that corner kick. That low ball played to the near post with people rushing on towards the goal. Creates a good chance.
Checking in, you see Courtney Peterson, the senior defender, coming on. Kept alive there by the Hawks. Whacked down to the near end. Cooper coming the other way. On that far side, Collie, up and away it goes.
Collie did a nice job of not passing to her teammate on that one, who was in an offside position coming down. She was smart in holding onto the ball and getting the rip herself.
Oh, that was Lindsay Sundquist. My mistake. In any case, the analysis is correct. Not to make excuses, but the glow of the sun and the orange numbers on the white shirts. It's not doing me any favors today.
Oh, there's a nice move.
Beautiful shot. Oh, and a nice diving
Great save. Great save.
By Madison Lee.
Perfect positioning. Smothered it.
One Beautiful move by Lindsay Sundquist. Look at that. Oh. Give me that thing, she says. Wrapped it up. Play whistle down. And we'll have a free kick on the far side for the Eagles. And what do we have? Another look at from a different angle. You see the diving stop by Madison Lee and then gathers it in. Those gloves she has on make her look like she's got like stakes for hands.
Yeah, those are much bigger hands, aren't they? Yep.
Look at those gloves. Wow. I presume her hands are not that big. Nice header to break things up there by Medgeko. And out over the touchline.
McKevich showed some great field awareness there. She pulled the ball back and looked for a teammate forward to pass it to.
Inside of 17 minutes to go here in the first half of play, and what do we have? A timeout?
Yeah, we're going to take a little stoppage for some water. It's so warm out there in the field, and playing on an artificial turf field, she really gets hot. I bet you it's easy 100 degrees out there in that field today.
You like the artificial surface for soccer?
It's a faster game, I tell you what, and you don't have any excuses about not getting
true hops.
Yeah. True hops, yeah. Yeah. It takes its toll on the kids' legs, though. They may not see it so much in high school, but I think by the time they get a little older, it'll take its toll.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you see that just about in every sport that's played on artificial surface these days. Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's soccer, football, lacrosse, whatever it is.
But I tell you, there's nothing like it for rainy days. The way that field drains off is unbelievable.
It's amazing. Yeah. It really is.
Yeah. You can always practice on it.
Oh, there's even a few baseball fields around now that are completely artificial surface. And Minnetonka has one.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Of course, the U of M put one in for baseball at Siebert Field, all turf. Even the dirt is turf. They've just painted it brown.
Yeah, no excuses now.
No.
No such thing as a bad hop.
No. So, no score here. 16:54. You see the time up there on the clock. First half of play. I believe just 2 shots on goal thus far in the game. And they both belong to the Hawks. Hawks have had 3 corner kicks, have not been able to register anything on the scoreboard yet.
I tell you, that Collie looks like a little fire plug up top.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to create for them this season.
Toss in on that far side. Hawks trying to regain control, and it's going to go back. It's going to go back over to Heritage. I believe it is. Throw in for Heritage. That's Courtney Peterson.
Little dangerous play call there. Mm-hmm. Got her foot up a little high. There's a nice ball out.
Race for the ball, but there's 3 Hawks waiting for it.
Nicely played.
Back out it comes, and the Hawks will chase, but to no avail. Should be a throw-in for Cooper here. And it is. Meg Gateco to throw it in.
Carrie Hepp had a really nice one-touch out of the keeper position there, right to her teammate. Nicely defensed by Heritage there. I don't think you want Collie to get ahead of steam.
No. Well, she outraces a lot of people, too. That's the other factor. I know Carrie looking to play some college soccer. Family making good use of some Channel 12 broadcasts from the past couple of years to show us some potential colleges. Been friends with the Hepp family for a while. They called and said, hey, how do we get a copy of one of these games from the last couple of years?
Well, I tell you what, her positioning's been spot on the few chances that Heritage has had here.
Here come the Hawks. There's a shot, and it's just wide. Oh, just pushed it a little bit too far. Boy, I tell you, Lindsay Sundquist has done a whale of a job putting pressure on. Watch this again. And she pulled it just a little bit.
Yeah, you hit that one with the right foot, and it's got a little bend to it, and it just went outside the post.
But she hit it in stride, too. I mean, she didn't have to. You didn't see her stutter step at all there. If you watch her footwork, did such a great job of, and she got a clean shot away as a result. But as you said, that right foot and just hooked it a little bit.
Well, Lee had the near post covered, so she shot for what was open.
Throw in here on the near side for the Eagles. No score. 12:45 to go, first half of play here from Barbara A. Lehman Stadium. That one bounds over everybody.
It's good pressure again. Closing down the defenders, trying to create a turnover there.
And let's try it again. Third time the charm. It is. Stays in play this time. Crullen.
It is when you play the ball into Nicole.
Yeah.
She has got such poise on the field.
Picked off by the Hawks as they come forward. Oh. And that's going to be a foul on that far side. And but Catherine Snuffer went down. Oh, gee. Incidental contact. Camille Balhorn plowing through there. Heritage trying to put something together here offensively. Last touch there by Sophie Fitzsimmons. Sophie, a triplet. Has two brothers.
Do they play soccer too?
That's a great question. I know one of her brothers, who I coached in basketball, is a basketball-baseball player. I don't know if he plays soccer in the fall. Great question. I think he does. I'm pretty sure he does. Center, and the cross is knocked down by the Hawks.
It looks like she played it with her hand a little bit there. Good call. Don't take a chance in the box.
This is Lindsay Sundquist. Ahead now, Lexi Whitney.
Oh, that was broken up nicely.
Back out to midfield.
Oh, here we go. Now we'll have a chance. What a nice through ball.
And Carrie Hupp does a nice job, comes way out of the nets. She's knocked down, though. Here come the Eagles. Finally, Hawks get back on defense.
She's still a player.
Still putting some pressure on and is finally knocked over that back line. Good job by Med Gateco. And Nicole McKevitt was right there. Well, she was really pressuring.
She is a player. She plays with such calmness and poise on the ball. Didn't get rattled with the high pressure. She brought it down to a place where she knew she couldn't shoot, so she was looking for a teammate.
Eagles on the corner. This one comes out front. Kind of a different strategy this time. This is still McKevitt. Back around to the near side.
Oh, nice ball outside.
Hoganacker, boy, if nothing else, you can see that the Eagles are gaining some confidence now in what they're doing on the offensive end.
They were on sides. They were on their own side of the field.
Here comes Schneider. Schneider by herself. Oh, she kept it low, and a second chance, and the save is made. Boy, I think if she lifted it, she'd have had it.
Yep.
Madison Lee came out and made the low save, and almost a rebound opportunity there, and Madison was able to cover that up as well.
She cut the ball in nicely into the center of the field, and she gave her the whole goal to shoot at. Keeper did a nice job, though.
Stroman. Snuffer on the far side. And whistle down over the touchline. It'll be a throw-in for the Hawks. Interesting traffic situation in and around Cooper High School.
Oh, you noticed that, did you?
Oh, I did. I haven't been down here for a while. Holy Toledo. I know they started it right after school ended. I was thinking it might have been completed by now. It is a mess.
Yeah, it took me a little over an hour to make a 30-minute drive.
Holy smokes. Pack a lunch. Hawks on the throw-in, 7:05 to go. Center, right out in front, the ball is loose.
Oh, nice.
Boy, Madison Lee went down. Good job by the defense there to actually save her.
She parried it away nicely.
And the Hawks happy to knock it over the touchline to stop that momentum. Watch it again. Now she just tipped it out front. And it was cleared out of there nicely. You saw Hoganacker pick it up after it was tipped by Lee. Battle for it in the near corner. Hawks send it out to near midfield now. Nicole Schneider bounces it out that way. Picked up by Lexi Whitney. Whitney loses it and regains it. Off to Boylan.
It's very nice close quarters passing there by Cooper.
Sundquist ahead to Whitney now. Whitney in that far corner. Cooper with numbers right out in front, and the ball is still loose, and again Lee makes a save. Boy, she has been busy out there so far today. Watch this again. Schneider can't quite get enough on it before Lee got there.
Snyder's been doing everything right but putting the ball in the net. She's in the right spot at the right time. The goals will come, you keep doing that.
Last touch by Cooper. It'll be a throw in for the Heritage Eagles. A little pushing and shoving going on. Eagles able to clear it ahead.
Oh, that's a beautiful ball.
Here we go again. Lindsay Sundquist. Sundquist coming in one-on-one. Will she lift it this time? Doesn't need to. A shot and a goal. Lindsay Sundquist. Boy, how many times has Cooper gotten behind that Heritage defense? This time, able to cash in Lindsay Sundquist. And it is a 1-0 lead for the Hawks. Watch it again.
Lindsay, a lot of nice poise coming in. Just tucked it underneath the keeper. Yeah, the Heritage fullbacks have gotten caught in flat a couple times here in the last 5 minutes, and one really good chance and a big save, and another great chance here, and she just tucked it right in. And a freshman scores the first goal of the season for Cooper.
How about that?
Gotta like that.
Boy, and she can play.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So Lindsay Sundquist has put the Cooper Hawks into the lead here. And as Brad pointed out, first goal of the season for the Hawks belongs to the freshman. Heritage trying to go the other way and pull the same stunt, but Cooper has done a much better job of not allowing that those forwards to get back behind their defenders.
Yep. Yes, they have. That was a nice little through ball they just played in, though.
And some of it, of course, is Cooper's speed. There's a nice shot, and it goes wide, though. Kind of a long ways out. Shot taken there by Hoganacker. It's a good look at Lauren. She's only a freshman. That was Nicole McKevitt in that shot. Goal kick comes out. Hawks bang it out near midfield. Off the head of Rachel Krellin.
Coming back now, Heritage had much better shape as in the back as Cooper started their attack. Everybody was marked up, and they had a nice free person to help them out. Oh, yeah. I think that goal got Heritage's juices flowing a little bit here.
Well, it's got to wake their defenders up because Cooper has gotten behind the defense. I can recall at least 3, if not 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, they are picking up the pace now.
Pretty good crowd on hand today.
Oh, yeah. First game of the season.
A perfect day, weather-wise. We had the stoppage a little earlier for a water break, but I'm telling you, if they'd have been out here yesterday, it would have been a little bit different.
Well, these girls have had 9 days of 2-a-day practices for some of them. Big scrimmages on the weekend. Tryouts are always so hard for the kids.
Well, and most of them are playing all summer, so it's really nothing new.
That's right. Went right from their summer club sports to captain's practices to tryouts, so.
Clock continues to wind down. We hit the 2-minute mark here to go in the first half. Long lead on that free kick. Picked up by Colley there and off the side of the net. So some pressure again by Kermassa Colley.
Again, that's a nicely conceived attack that Coach Weatherall has put in there. Heritage tries to hold a line, and Cooper has the players that can play the ball over the top, and they got some girls that like to run onto it. It's a good way to create out of a dead ball situation.
Madison Lee punts it out of there.
Oh, way to take it with your head.
Here comes an opportunity for Heritage. A little bit too far. Nice job by the Hawks. This will be a goal. This will be a corner kick, though.
Switchenberg did a nice job of getting back and helping out her teammates on that one.
She did. I think she wished she would have been able to kick it off a little more to the side as opposed to out that backside, but I think she didn't want to be fussy, I think.
That's right. Get the clear.
So it is a corner.
Oh, nice little in-swinger. Played out nicely. Good head.
Right back to Morris, though. This is just as good as a corner, and ooh, she flew it over the top. Almost really two opportunities to do the same thing in the same play. So the Hawks with the goal kick. You see time winding down here in the first half. And Cooper will just be happy to let the clock run out. They have the 1-0 lead. And a throw-in here should end the first half, and it does. 1 half of play is in the books. There's a good look at Carrie Hepp. And the Cooper Hawks have a 1-0 lead. We'll continue with more girls soccer from Cooper High School. Right after this, you are watching high school sports here on Channel 12.
A Brooklyn Park church received some unwelcome visitors this past weekend.
Volunteers really do have their work cut out for them. They'll be inspecting 23,000 residential lots and city boulevards.
The problem began when the railroad decided to increase the train's speed. In the process, they had to raise a portion of the track over here.
Fire crews got a call around 4 Friday morning from a passerby alerting them to a deck fire.
This time, little lob for Winicky, trying to go up and get it. Touchdown!
1-0 our score through 1 half of play. Let's take a look at the first half highlights. And most of the play, as we said, Brad, down in the Heritage end. Cooper keeping a lot of pressure on throughout that first half.
Yeah, Cooper did a really nice job of winning balls in the midfield and playing balls back behind the Heritage defense.
You see Madison Lee, the goaltender there. Now watch at the other end. This is the best opportunity of the game, and Carrie Hepp just had to watch that one go by on the shot attempt there by Barbara Isuso. There's a shot that went over the top, and then Lee actually had to get busy here on a couple of really nice saves. Here's one. Beautifully done, gathered it in. And then she has another one coming up, but not this time. She does not get that one on the goal, and that made it 1-0, and that's where we stand right now on that goal. One shot for the Eagles and just one shot on goal. 11 shots for the Hawks, and you see the corner kicks in favor of the Eagles at this point, but the most important statistic in the fouls, you didn't get those numbers, but the fouls, again, the most important score is the goal by Lindsay Sundquist and the assist going to her sister.
That was a great through ball that Haley hit to her sister, Lindsay, and Lindsay made no mistake when she got all alone with the keeper. She tucked it right underneath.
As we said, Lindsay, just a freshman, getting the first goal of the season and the only goal of the game thus far. So pretty well played first half for Cooper. Let's see if Heritage able to put a little bit more offensive pressure on the Hawks here in the second half.
Well, this is a good start when you get it to her foot.
Now another factor, and
bad luck.
And I'm sure of this, that Cooper chooses to be at home on this end in the first half. Let's see if the sun is a factor at all here in the eyes of the goaltender. Carrie Hepp will be looking into the sun here in the second half for the Hawks.
there are advantages to playing home.
And over the back line, and that will be a goal kick for the Eagles. So if you're in that Heritage huddle at the halftime, what are you telling your team?
Well, the jitters are out. We're 40 minutes into the new season. Now it's time for everybody to start picking up their game a little bit. Intensity is a big thing. So,
you change anything strategically?
Oh no, not at this point. He's playing pretty much a basic diamond in the back, 4 midfielders, a couple of forwards.
Long lead on this near side, and Sundquist falling. And she lets one rip from that near side, hits the side of the net.
You know, this is a really young team at Heritage, too. They've only got a couple of seniors. So just a few seniors. So it's it'll take some time for these kids to come together.
Lindsay went down hard there, trying to keep that ball in play. There's an opportunity again for Lindsay. A shot. Oh, and that one just goes wide. Boy, I tell you.
Yeah, she's a gamer. And you see the way she pulled the ball back onto her right foot so she could get the hit? She's very calm on the ball when she's in the box.
Boy, oh boy. Cooper's got 4 years of that to look forward to. There's another long shot. Boy, the Hawks are basically picking up where they left off.
Haley had a good look at that one too. She wishes she had that one back. She can strike that ball.
Haley the senior, Lindsay the freshman. They teamed up for the game's only goal thus far. Off in the distance, beyond the net. If we raise our cameras just a little bit, we'll get a good look at it in a little bit. The Cooper band is practicing out in the parking lot.
Oh, nice cut back to her left foot.
Hawks keep it in play, and another shot just goes wide. There they are. It is that time of year.
That was Lexi Whitney stepping up for the rip at the 18.
Hearing that band always gets me in the mood for high school sports.
Nothing like a marching band.
No. Either that or a parade, 4th of July parade, one of the two. I think high school sports is a little bit more in my favor. Heritage trying to play it out. Finally able to move it ahead. Again, though, the Hawks with 5 defenders back. And Carrie Hepp comes way out to grab that one. Nice defensive play there by Snuffer. Snuffer with the left foot right out in front. Ball kept in play by the Eagles.
Bad luck.
Hawks able to clear it out to midfield again.
Bad luck. She was looking for a teammate to pass it to there, and
there's just nobody there.
Yeah, just a little off. Good thought, though.
Back it goes to Madison Lee. She puts it right on the foot of a Hawk. Hawks moving it ahead. Nice job by Whitney. Ball still loose. Cross right out in front, and a goal! And the Hawks have a pair. And it's Nicole Schneider, but she really did a nice job of keeping that thing alive.
Yes, she did. Kept the pressure on, and the whole team kept the pressure on here.
Watch again. The defense is there, but Madison Lee comes out, and you know what? She says, I'm not giving up. And she was rewarded with the game's second goal. Time of the goal comes at 34-36 here of the second half.
That was a nice pass to find her isolated with only one defender to beat. Forwards love that if defenders don't have any support. So she turned it into a good scoring chance, and she finished.
Nothing. Cooper leading. And the Hawks really have dictated play most of the afternoon.
Yes, they have. And, you know, they are in what some people call the section of death. With a two-time state champ, Wyzetta.
No.
So they're going to have to learn how to play very good in their own end. And you can kind of tell that with a really good keeper. They've got solid defenders. The defenders are learning to play well with each other. It's a very senior-loaded defense.
Here comes an opportunity for the Eagles, and left-footing it out of bounds is Usoso. She's had about 3 or 4 pretty good opportunities. Not the least of which was that one right there. Watch again. And I think she rushed herself just a little bit there.
Yeah, the nice thing is that she wasn't afraid to take it with her left foot.
Good point. Here come the Hawks. Kind of bunched up there. Heritage comes the other way. Race for the ball.
She was onside when the ball was played.
Schneider again, and this time goes over the top, out of play. Well, you look at the play. Sometimes I'm looking up, and it looks like Cooper has more players on the field, and it's the speed factor. It just is.
Yep.
Whether they have an extra defender or 2 back when Heritage is trying to come down, or whether they're in an odd man rush coming towards the Heritage goal, it always looks like Cooper's got 2 or 3 extra players on the field.
Well, they seem to be able to keep themselves compacted, and they move the ball up as a team, and they cover back as a team. That's why you're seeing that. Those midfielders are really working hard.
No doubt. And that's the difference. You're right. It's the midfielders. The defenders are in their position. The forwards are in their position. Where are the midfielders? And how hard are they working to get to the one end or the other? So the Hawks have a corner here. 5th of the game. See if they can make hay out of it. Speaking of hay, this is Haley Sundquist. Lifts it, the header, and it goes a little wide. Hawks able to keep it in play, however. Nice job. Back out front it goes to Macy Hallquist. She loses it. Heritage comes the other way. Nope, it must have gone out.
Yeah.
So it's a goal kick.
Over the touchline.
Yep. You see our score, 2-0 Cooper. Lindsay Sundquist and Nicole Schneider with the goals. That one played ahead by Mackenzie Morris. That's Fitzsimmons. And what? Cooper throw in? Yes. And it'll be Med Gateco on it. No? Is that Balhorn going to throw it in?
No, that was Gateco.
It was. Okay. Colley now with it. Back to Fitzsimmons. And it bounds out to the near side. Nice job there by Balhorn.
That was a nice tackle. Oh, good look.
Long shot from this near side there by Haley Sundquist. Ball is still loose. Just outside of the crease. Alquist with the long left foot shot, and that's scooped up by Madison Lee.
Maddie Boylan left the ball nicely for her teammate there to get the rip.
There's a nice lead to Lindsay Sundquist. Look out! Oh, this time she shoots it right into the hands, but she was offside.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, they're looking for her now. He caught her a little earlier once, too. At least once, maybe twice.
I don't think Heritage is purposely trying to pull an offside trap here. I think they're just getting caught flat a little bit, so.
Haley Sundquist. Taken away there by Isoso. Hep comes way out of the net to grab that one.
Kiko did a nice job there of communicating with her keeper, but, oh.
See if Hep's going to punt this one. I think she is. Nice high punt. Held in by the Hawks. Now it's Heritage. And the Eagles are going to need to get something on the board here relatively soon. As if and when there is another goal, that will pretty much determine the fate of this game. If Cooper scores it, it's probably curtains for Heritage. And if Heritage scores it, we've got a new game.
Captain Erin King enters the game again. She's the sweeper back there for her. She's done a wonderful job this game of keeping all the play in front of her and keeping her defense organized.
On that far side with it, that's Hugenocker. Hugenocker sends it out to midfield. Schwichtenberg. Ahead it comes. Madison Lee's going to go gather it in. See if she's going to throw it or punt it. She'll punt it out of there. And that one's headed for the sideline. 2-0 our score in favor of the Cooper Hawks. One in the first half at the fourth with 4:40 to go. Lindsay Sundquist broke a scoreless tie with the assist going to her sister Haley. And then about 5.5 minutes into the second half, it was Nicole Schneider making it 2-0. That's where we stand right now. Hawks are back at it right here at home on Monday. They will take on North Branch, another 5 o'clock tilt.
It'll be the opening of the conference season.
Indeed. North Branch and that North Suburban. The soon-to-be defunct North Suburban. This is the last year of the conference. Cooper will move along with St. Louis Park into the, and Richfield into the, I think, a yet-to-be-named conference. I know Chaska, Chanhassen, I believe Bloomington Kennedy and Bloomington Jefferson.
It's going to be a nice conference.
I think that I think it's an inner ring suburb, and not so much with Chaska and Chanhassen, but the size of the schools matches.
Yep. Yeah, that's what they're trying to get, is get the size of the schools to be about the same.
No offense to North Branch or St. Francis or Chisago, but those are long rides for Cooper or St. Louis Park.
Yeah.
And they just are. I think minus those three schools, I think the North Suburban geographically was pretty good. You know, Irondale and Columbia Heights and Fridley, Totino, Benilde, St. Louis Park. I think that they all fit. But boy, Spring Lake Park. But boy, you throw Chisago and North Branch and St. Francis in there, and it just gets ugly.
Yeah, you got some long drives.
An hour. Yep. It's an hour. Each one of those is an hour, or close to it, depending on the traffic. becomes Heritage. I think it's a good move. Now, what they have to be leery of is possible growth in Chanhassen and Chaska. You know, those are the Chanhassen school, relatively new.
Yeah, and Chanhassen actually has the population. Yeah. And they were just voted one of the best small little towns in America. So.
Yeah. So there's going to be people moving that direction.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
So they may be the next Eden Prairie or Maple Grove on the horizon.
Oh yeah, Chaska's the Chaska school is still a 2A school.
This one is going to
roll
over the touchline.
Chaska's a 1A school and Chanhassen's 2A, I think. No.
In soccer?
In soccer, yeah.
Yeah, I think that, unfortunately for the rest of the sports, I think most of these conferences are determined by football. They look at the numbers, because numbers is such a huge factor in football. And the athletic directors look at that because that's, of course, where they get most of their revenue many times with the attendance for football games on Friday nights.
It's also the sport, that and basketball are the two sports that are played by the most schools.
Yeah, that's true. But it should be an exciting move for Cooper next year.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting to see how things shake out, how they're able to compete in different sports in this newly formed conference. Back in the day, Cooper, of course, was in with the Bloomington schools, Kennedy and Jefferson.
Back in the old Lake Conference.
You are correct.
You bet.
Now, in the early to mid-'70s was the Lake Red, and Cooper was in with, I believe Kennedy was in the Lake Red, and Jefferson was in the Lake Blue, and then that all changed, obviously, as much as it's changing today. But St. Louis Park, that's a good partner. It's about the same demographics as far as size and inner-ring suburbs and so on. And Richfield is another good match, I think.
Yep.
Those are all real good.
Yep. So will Kennedy. Kennedy will be good. They're kind of all right in the same place.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Jefferson will be a little bit different, but that's changed over the years too. I'm disappointed Armstrong isn't in the conference.
Yes, I was surprised.
Yeah. There's a shot and another goal.
Yes.
Oh boy, the Hawks having a day here. And this time the goal goes to Matty Boylan. So sophomore Matty Boylan goes top shelf there with 22:04 to go in the second half. Watch it again. Ball comes out. Boy, she does a nice job kicking that on the outside of her foot.
Outside of the right foot, yep.
Yes, look at that. Wow. Well done.
It was a nice pass to her there.
Well, if you saw that replay, you saw the netminder, Madison Lee, going to her right, but when Boylan kicked it on the outside of her foot, it hooked away from her.
Yep.
Or I guess technically it would be sliced away. Beautiful shot.
I think that was Girding on the success on the. I think Girding was the one who laid the ball off to her so nicely.
I did not see the assist. We'll double check on that, see if we can get that official. Maria Girding, an 8th grader. Here's a look at Tori Adams for the Hawks. Now an opportunity for Coach Weatherall to get some of these young players some time.
Yeah, especially first game of the season. Let the girls get in there, run a little bit, get that first game jitters out of the way, let them know that they're part of the varsity. They made it. They're playing under the lights in the Big Time now.
Yep. Hawks still controlling play. Finally, Heritage comes away with it. Halfway through this second half. And this one has been all Cooper. They broke the ice with 4:40 to go in the first half. Yeah, I think it would be so good for Cooper and Armstrong being in the same conference in every sport. It just makes, it forces the coaches to have to be creative to get an Armstrong-Cooper game in.
You bet.
Depending on, because Armstrong has, in that Northwest Suburban, there's so many teams, it limits their ability to play non-conference games.
Mm-hmm.
Girding, chasing on that far side.
It's a nice ball down the line.
Comes back to the center with it. And a nice shot towards the net. Scooped up there by Madison Lee. Now, all the Osseo schools are in the Northwest Suburban, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just thought I'd ask. And all the Anoka schools are in there too, correct?
Yes, they are.
So why are the Robbinsdale schools in two different districts? The Bloomington schools will be in the same conference.
Yep.
I guess we just got to be different.
It's actually worth investigating. I'm sure there's a reason.
Well, I think the schools make the choices themselves. I don't think that it's a district policy. It should be for travel purposes. If nothing else, you're trying to save money, right?
That's right.
We'll take another water break. 18:22 to go here in the second half of play, and the Hawks have been dominant. They lead this by a score of 3-0. Review those goals for you again. Lindsay Sundquist from her sister Haley, that came at 4 with 4:40 remaining in the first half. Then Nicole Schneider gets one at 34-36 remaining here in the second half. And then Maddie Boylan scores at 20 with 22:04 to go. And that made it 3-0. Now taking a look at that schedule for the Hawks. They play North Branch on Monday, and they'll go right away on Tuesday. They have a 3-game week next week. Monday at home against North Branch, Tuesday at De La Salle, and Thursday at Minneapolis Washburn. So they will be busy next week.
The soccer season gets so condensed. You get 16 games, and you're basically playing them in 7 weeks. So you're going to have
less.
Yeah, you're going to have some times where you're going to get 3 games a week.
Well, as I look at the schedule, many of the weeks, with the exception of the second to last week, they're playing 3 games in a week.
Mm-hmm.
3 next week, 3 the following week. The first week of school for Cooper, September 3rd, 5th, and 7th they play. And the week after, they only have 2. And then they play 3 the week after, 2 the week after that, and then the final week of the season, they play 3. So you're right.
Coach Weatherall is smart in having, you look at his bench, and it looks like he's got a lot of girls down there, but when you start playing 3 games a week and you start getting some nicks and some injuries,
you're right.
You're going to have to go deep. So
you're right. And as you already pointed out, on the artificial surface, and most of the schools,
yep.
A lot of these schools have artificial surface now. So plus they're practicing on it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
When they can.
Well, and a lot of schools have practice surfaces that are artificial surface.
You're right. Throw in on that far side for Heritage. Clock actually is moving. There we go.
I'm really like what I'm seeing from the nice
Another
ball.
opportunity for the Hawks, and it's Madison Lee with the stop. And Sundquist rather, kind of puts her hands over her face. What did I do that for? Just didn't quite hit it right.
That's a foul you don't mind taking. It's midfield, and it's just being aggressive. That's not a bad thing. Given the conference and the section that Cooper's in, they might as well get used to that.
Here comes Heritage.
She is such a nice player.
McKevitt. McKevitt's still keeping alive. Boy, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, knocked away. Ball bounds out near midfield. I'll tell you, though, talk about a nice player. Here comes Sundquist again.
Oh, she sees her teammate.
Coming ahead with Girding. The cross, and she let her a little bit too much and rolled it right into the fingertips of Madison Lee.
Madison did a nice job of coming out there.
Girding chases it down. And out of play it goes.
Yeah, you got a freshman and an 8th grader up top now.
And you see the wrap on Girding's left arm. I talked to Carrie Epp's dad at halftime briefly, Mark, and was telling me that now he's got 2 other daughters. They're twins, and they are 9th graders this year. And they play on the JV squad for Cooper, and they're both goaltenders.
Oh.
So he's got a 3-goalie family, and actually their older brother Danny played some goal too, I believe, when he played for Cooper. So a family full of goaltenders.
Well, that might be a coach's dream by the time those girls get a little older. Be rotating them in every other game.
Well, and when they're not playing goal, apparently
they'll play out.
When the twins weren't playing goal, one of them was playing, you're right.
Sure.
One of them was playing up and the other played goal.
They're soccer heads.
Ball is loose, picked up. Looked like one of the Hawks, and looked like Sundquist actually had that in her arms and cradled it for a moment. Officials didn't see it. No harm, no foul, apparently.
Nice change of field there by Cooper. Keeping possession.
Well, I've seen the opening, I've done this opening match for Cooper the last probably 3 or 4 years, and I think they're either won or tied them all, but this is probably the best team performance I've seen by them, from top to bottom. Winning the game is one thing, but the way they played today and kind of dominated play is a whole different issue. This looks like a team that probably will win some games in the North Suburban Conference this year, make some noise.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I think so, too.
Out of play it goes.
Yeah, well, you can tell that Coach Weatherall has been putting in a system of play here that the girls are really adjusting to and liking. And they're playing very well, very solid. Nice possession.
Well, Coach Weatherall says one of the keys for his team this year is to replace, 3 departing senior defenders. And from what we've seen thus far, it's been a conservative defensive game plan they've had because the defenders have been back there. And Carrie Hepp has not been very busy at all. But from what we've seen thus far, pretty good.
Oh, yeah. I love the way that King keeps the group really compacted. She flows really well back there. She sees the whole field.
Yes.
She makes sure that everybody's being marked up.
Now all you got to do is just look at the placement and look at the positioning of their defense. Anytime Heritage starts making a move towards the Cooper end, the Cooper defense is in position. They have not been caught out of position very much. Maybe once or twice all game that's really been noticeable.
Yep, they're applying good pressure and they have support for the pressurizing player, so they're doing the basic things well. That's what you want to see out of your team that first game in is how comfortable are we in our own end. You can teach a team to play defense in the first week. It takes a whole season to teach them how to score goals. So.
Well, defense will win some championships. That's the rumor.
Oh, yeah. By the time these girls get into sections in October, it's going to be one-goal games, and
yes,
and they'll probably come on set pieces. So.
Here come the Hawks. Past Sundquist. Ball comes back out to midfield. Chased down there by Gako. Oh, and Gako levels. Boy, that was the elbow to the midsection there of Morgan Meissner. She's just kind of standing over her. I don't think it was intentional, but look at this. Whoop. Well, I don't think Meissner was expecting it. It's the way it goes. It's all part of the fun.
That's called welcome to varsity soccer.
Well, it's a non-contact sport, right?
Oh, yeah.
Here comes Sundquist.
Oh, nice try. She did split him.
She splits the defenders, and what would they call a foul?
Yeah, unfortunately, the referee didn't let him play on.
Boy, I think that's a situation where you let it go.
Oh, yeah. I would say so, too.
No, that's what you call a good foul. Aaron King will handle the free kick.
Well, Heritage just set up a wall 10 yards away. And that time they didn't get it over the top.
No. Back out it comes. Hawks play it ahead. That's Ballhorn. Boylan putting pressure on. Boylan, who scored that last goal for Cooper. Cooper throw in. As we march towards the 8-minute mark. Sun is out. It is a warm but not uncomfortable day here at Cooper High School. Today's temperatures and weather reminiscent of what we had most of last week, most of the last couple weeks.
Nice coverage there by a Heritage defender. Lauren Ware. Throw in for the Hawks. Osseo
picks it up, loses it, and Madison Lee has to scoop it up. Here comes Heritage again, as they now more or less just trying to get something on the board. Let's walk away with at least a goal.
Yep.
Because I think the contest is pretty much out of reach.
Oh, that's a nice ball down the wing. See
if they can make any out. No. Nice job from behind by Camille Balhorn there. Throw in for Boyle, or for Peterson rather, for the Eagles, and now it's going to go the other way.
Little foul on McKevitt there. Boy, she's played a wonderful game. She's a workhorse.
Cooper's first home game once school starts isn't until Saturday, September 7th. They play Hopkins. A non-conference tilt here. 3 o'clock game. They're home on Monday, and then they have 4 straight road games. Here's another chance for the Hawks, and that one by Kelly goes wide.
You can just tell she wants to score.
Boy, interesting schedule. You look at Cooper's schedule, their last 4 games are at home. 5 of their last 6 games are at home. They play a lot of away games here early, starting Tuesday of next week.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday, Thursday, the following Tuesday, and the following Thursday, all away. Here come the Hawks again. Our parabolic mic's doing a good job there. You can hear the thump of the ball. Where is that parabolic? Oh, no.
Oh, she used her support nicely there to pass it back to a teammate.
And the Hawks will just knock it off to the side. It'll be a throw-in with 5 minutes and counting to go.
But they got Meisner. Heritage has Meisner on top now, and she looks like she's going to be another goal scorer too.
Heritage's next match, they climb on the bus and they'll head up to Two Harbors for a game on Saturday at noon. And then they play in Woodbury against New Life Academy of Woodbury. That is next Monday.
That'll be a tough match for them. Last year, New Life won the conference, so they're starting out the season pretty tough.
Ball comes deep into the Cooper end. Hawks will head the other way. Gate go with it. Keeps it in play. That's Hallquist.
It's nice that Coach Weatherall's had a chance here to get Gateko some minutes too as that sweeper. It's going to pay dividends over the course of the year. You need to have somebody that can step back there and give your big central defender a break. So.
Throw in again for the Hawks. And what do we have?
Yeah. A little push from behind there.
Yep. Good look at Kurmasakali. Collie a junior this year.
That's my kind of forward. She comes back for the ball. Oh, she is so good.
Here comes McKevitt again. Looks like she's playing 1-on-5 out there.
You can tell she's getting tired, though.
Yeah. That was I'm going to go through you, not around you type of move.
Yeah.
Across. Hawks are there to stifle that attempt.
Nicely covered by the Hawks.
As we approach the 2-minute mark. Heritage desperately trying to get something on the board here. Lindsay Sundquist, Nicole Schneider, Maddie Boylan with the 3 Cooper goals today. And those 3 will stand up and give the Hawks their opening day victory they were hoping for.
Well, the underclassmen found the net, and that good, strong senior group in the back kept the ball out of the net.
Over the touchline it goes, and it'll be a throw in for the Hawks. $1:20 to go. Cooper, which is dominated throughout, will get victory number 1 in the opener. Chase along that far side, won by the Eagles. Picked over there by Lauren Fennessy. Freshman getting some playing time here in the late going. Knocked over the touchline by Catherine Robbins. Hawks play it in, under a minute. And over the top it goes.
That was a nice cross.
Madison Lee on the goal kick.
Sekilla did a nice job of moving into that space and got her full instep on it.
Play whistle down. But the Eagles are going to run out of time here. Played ahead off the foot of Balhorn. This is Callie. Callie as time expires. Well, pretty good performance for Cooper in the opener, huh?
Oh, yeah. Cooper looked very solid. They looked good in the back, very well organized. Their younger players found the net, and this is a good tune-up for them as they enter into their conference season.
All right, our final score from Cooper High School. The Cooper Hawks win the opener over Heritage Christian Academy by a score of 3-0. For Brad Carlson and the rest of our crew, I'm Wally Langfellow. Thanks for watching. The final once again, Cooper 3, Heritage Christian Academy 0. Have a good night, everybody.